Good morning, student. In previous lecture, we have studied about measurement of Campbell's AC bridge as a modification of Heaviside bridge, and another AC bridge we have studied was Heaviside Campbell equal ratio bridge. Now, coming to the fourth topic of measurement of mutual inductance is Carey-Foster bridge. Basically, this bridge can be used for two purposes, either for finding the measurement of capacitance or either for finding the mutual inductance. So, by the working of the what we are having or what we are going to find, we have classified this same bridge in two parts. First, measurement of capacitance in terms of standard mutual inductance. If we are finding this mutual inductance, we will state this bridge as a Carey-Foster bridge. And in another way, if we are measuring the mutual inductance in terms of standard capacitance, we will name this AC bridge as a Hadwiler AC bridge. Okay. Now coming to the vector diagram of this, we will be having our I1 as a reference. In this same phase with I1, we will have our I1 R1. In lead with this I1 R1 as an inductor, in lead with we will have a voltage drop of I1 omega L1. The resultant of this I1 R1 and I1 omega L1 will gives us I1 plus I2 G omega M. Here J is missing, so the voltage drop across this mutual inductance M. So the voltage drop across this will be equals to voltage drop across L1 and R1. Now the second we will have this I1 R3 in same phase with I1. Apart from this, in lag case, we will have I1 divided by omega C3. The resultant of this I1 R3 and I1 by omega C3, we will be having I2 R4. So the voltage drop across this R3 and this C3 will be equals to R voltage drop across this R4, as the voltage drop across BC arm will be equals to DC arm. So we will be having I1 R3 and I1 by omega C3, we will be having our I2 R4. In same phase we will be having our I2. The resultant of this I1 and I2 will give us I1 by I2. For finding the equivalent voltage, we will be having like this. We are having this I2 R4, which is voltage drop V4, or we are having, if we just take this in a reverse case, we will be having the vector like this. So resultant of this vector and this vector will give us our voltage drop, sorry, we will be having our equivalent voltage from this part. Okay, now not considering that, in that case we'll just take this as a vector diagram and just focus on this I1 plus I2. So coming to the bridge, in this bridge we are having this unusual features, that is our arm AD is short circuited, so the potential drop across this arm will be 0. In order to achieve this potential is equals to potential of AB equals, so if we are having the potential drop across AD is equals to 0, we will be having our AB potential across AB should also be 0 under the bridge balance condition. So for achieving this, we are having this, we made this mutual inductance as of negative coupling. So I'm reading this once again. In order to achieve the balance, the potential drop across arm AB should be equals to 0. For this reason, negative coupling is needed for mutual inductance. Okay. Now at bridge balance, we will be having our I1 multiplied by R1 plus G omega L1 minus of I1 plus I2 multiplied by G omega M is equals to 0. So this is basically the voltage across this arm AB will be equals to 0. So we are having this equation, and the another equation we are having is our voltage drop across this arm BC will be equals to voltage across the arm DC. So by this we are having the next equation, which will be equals to I1 in bracket multiply by R3 plus 1 by J omega C3 is equals to I2 R4. That is a voltage drop across this arm. So basically we are having the two equations. One is this and second is this. I am marking this as a equation 1 and marking this equation as 2. Okay. Now from this equation 2 we are substituting the value of I2 in equation 1. So by putting the value of I2 in equation 1, we are having the equation like this: I1 in bracket R1 plus J omega L1 minus of I1 plus, substituting the value of I2, we will be having I1 by R4 in bracket R3 plus 1 by J omega C3 whole bracket multiply by J omega M. Now solving this part, we are expanding the equation like this. So finally we will get the equation further by expanding this term also. We are having the equation like this. Now by equating the real and imaginary part, by equating the real part we will be having this I1 R1 and this term I1 by R4 M by multiply by M by C3. So the real part, from the real part we will be having our M is equals to R1 R4 C3, and by equating the imaginary part we will be having G omega I1 L1 minus G omega I1 M minus I1 by R4 multiplied by R3 G omega M equals to 0. By taking J omega I1 as common and multiplying that to the 0 part, we will be having our equation like this: L1 minus M minus R3 by R4 multiply by M is equals to 0. So we will be having L1 is equals to M multiply by R4 plus R3 divided by R4. So we are having our M, we will have find the value of M and L1. So here I have done the calculation to find M and L1. The above two equations give the value of M, which is equals to R1 R4 C3, and L1, which is equals to M multiplied by R3 plus R4 divided by R4. By putting the value M in this value L1, we will be having our L1 is equals to R1 C3 multiplied by R3 plus R4. So this is our Carey-Foster bridge. This is the equation of Carey-Foster, where we have find the mutual inductance in terms of standard capacitor. Okay, so if the bridge is used for the measurement of capacitance, our both equation can be written as C3 is equals to C3 will be equals to M divided by R1 by R4. This is some misprint here. So this is C3 divided by M divided by R1 by R4 from this part. And we will be having our R3 from here. So our R3 will be equals to R4 in bracket L1 minus M divided by M. In the measurement of mutual inductance with this bridge, R3 is separate resistance, while in the measurement of capacitance, R3 is not a separate unit but represents the equivalent series resistance of the capacitor, and therefore it can be determined in the terms of element of the bridge. So here we have completed our measurement of mutual inductance. All the 4 bridges we have completed. In next lecture we will study about the measurement of frequency, and as a part of it we will study the Wien's bridge. Now I'm ending this video. The lecture notes will be provided to our college website. Till then, continue your lectures, study, and be safe, be healthy.